We're joined now by Jason Stein, one of our Madison Bureau reporters, to give us a heads-up look at what's ahead today on the Joint Finance Committee's agenda. Jason, it's already been a busy week for the committee working over Governor Scott Walker's budget. Can you give us a sense of what to expect from the discussion today?
Yes, thanks, Greg. The Joint Finance Committee today will be looking at a whole host of agencies, including the Wisconsin Economic Development Corp. That's the state's flagship jobs agency, which has had some difficult headlines in recent days. As well, the committee will be looking at the State Government Accountability Board, which runs elections in Wisconsin. It'll be looking at Medicaid programs, which serve more than 1 million people in Wisconsin, from the elderly to young children. So it's going to be a very busy, packed day.
Let's talk a little bit, Jason. You mentioned WEDC, which is the jobs agency. This was created by Governor Walker and Republicans after the governor took over. It hasn't been a good week for them headline-wise, or really a good run from the beginning. There's been all sorts of audits with problems. Can you bring our viewers up to speed on where all of this stands now? It's certainly not an ideal situation for them.
The agency has struggled in recent years. It was created by Governor Walker and lawmakers in July 2011 to replace the State Department of Commerce, really one of the governor's signature policies. He's the chairman of the board, so he's very closely linked to the agency, which is tasked with growing the state economy, creating jobs, really key thing for any elected official. And they have had a number of issues raised in terms of the strength of their financial controls. They had an audit in May 2013. They had a follow-up audit earlier this month. Now, WEDC officials have disputed some of these findings, but what the nonpartisan auditors found was that the agency just did not always follow state law and its own policies in giving out taxpayer awards to private companies. And in addition, there's been another loan program that has also gotten a lot of attention in the news media in recent days.
Yeah, from your perspective, are these more accounting end things, or is it more fundamental in terms of questions about whether that agency is, and the changes that took place are truly effective or not?
I mean, it's a host of things. Some of them are more accounting, but again, when you have a situation where the state is not necessarily tracking, as it was in 2012 was a case of not tracking loans that taxpayers have made, that sort of accounting practice really matters. And then here more recently, we have this case where the state made an unsecured loan of $500,000 to a business that it turns out had been taken to court by the state for being delinquent in its taxes. So, and it turns out that $500,000 loan, which had no collateral attached, the company's now defunct. Taxpayers are so far out that money. So there are things like that really do speak to effectiveness as well as use of public dollars.
All right. Well, we'll leave it there, Jason. We appreciate the update, and we'll talk to you next time.
Thanks, Greg.